right, so this is going to be an English one. The question is from the people at Iron Hammer Coffee. So, is the deadlift a mass building exercise? In theory, yes, he can do it using a tempo, using a template with lighter weights, but I don't use it as a mass builder. I consider the deadlift a compound movement for athletic development, and I use the deadlift for strength, speed, and power. So I don't use tempos on the deadlift. I don't go over 4 to 5 reps. I don't do multiple sets. Like, I'll go probably up to 8. I won't go above that. Sometimes I'm gonna give like probably 10 sets depending on the people. And working with the deadlift, of course you're gonna build some mass from the spinal erectors, your glutes, your hamstrings, your arms, shoulders, but it's not like something I'm gonna give in a bodybuilding, let's say, exercise. I'll go more with a trap bar deadlift, which is easier on the spine, easier on the hips, easier for the motion because you got more compressive forces instead of shear forces. I don't do deadlift with tempos. It's not I don't believe in that, because I know that people are doing that and I believe it's good, but I don't do it here for the purpose of my athletic development. I don't use the deadlift for mass building. It is, for me, I use it only for strength, speed, and power, like I said, but to help building a core exercises, I do it. And consider the deadlift, I call it a primary lift. For football players, I don't really use that kind of deadlift. I'm going to use like the trap bar deadlift because the prep season is kind of short. Sometimes teaching the deadlift is very, very specific. It's kind of hard for them to know what's in store for them when they're using the deadlift. Most of the time you got to punch the weights, so it's easier to work with the trap bar. And yes, by the way, the trap bar is a deadlift. It's a trap bar deadlift. So if people say, well, it's not a deadlift, well, it is, okay? So it's not a competitive like deadlift from powerlifting. It's not, and I agree with them, but still, if my kid lift 500 pounds on the trap bar deadlift, he lifted 500 pounds for his sport. He's not going to compete with that 500 pounds on a trap bar, and that I do understand, but still it is a deadlift. And to build the mass, the muscle mass, let's say for the glutes I would use GHR, reverse hypers, good morning, Romanian deadlift, split squats, of course, if your mechanic is good. Probably, I think the one I like the most for building muscle mass for the glutes, hamstrings, and spinal erectors would be the reverse hyper. I think this is my favorite machine, my go-to exercise. Everyone is doing that at least once or twice a week. So if you got any question, just write to us at sspbarbellclub.com or our Facebook page or Instagram page. We're going to answer you. Till then, see you next week.